From the latest Dokken release, Broken Bones, that is a title track, and just before that we heard Standing on the Outside from Lightning Strikes Again, Chris.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. You know what? You would think I would know that one because I had to hear it 9 million times in a row. When I was working on that on the flash site that we had for Dokken at that point. But,
right.
I just forgot. I couldn't remember if that was off the last one, off of Broken Bones, or if that was off of LSA.
Right. Well, when you when you step away from it for a while and then revisit it, it's like a fresh new tune again.
I haven't listened to that album in a long time. I need to, though, because I know it's a good album.
It is. It's a great album. I love it.
LSA is one of the better ones in their catalog.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a strong release.
Yeah. Broken Bones, not so much, but I don't know. You like Broken Bones, didn't you?
Dude, I have it in my car. I play it all the time.
Do you? See, I listened to it about the first week we had it, and I was like, all right, done.
Well, I like the one I just played, the Broken Bones song.
Yeah.
Burning Tears is awesome.
That's a good one.
Victim of the Crime, so-so.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's really what it's like hell to pay.
But I like the start of Waterfall. I like the way Waterfall starts. I know you hate Blind.
Yeah, Blind is terrible.
But I like Waterfall. I like that song a lot.
Yeah, but Blind I think ruined the whole album for me. Blind. Ugh. Yuck.
I loved it when we had John on the show and he was listening to us talk and he goes, maybe we should have just called it Deaf. Right off the bat.
Yeah. I got to call him this week. I haven't talked to him in a few months now.
I got to find out how his arm is.
I'm going to call him this week and just check in on him, see how he's doing.
Yeah, I see that our good friend Mr. Dokken has joined the LinkedIn.
Yeah, I got a LinkedIn thing from him too.
Yeah, I got that today, it was Thursday or Friday, and I saw that you were also accepted.
Yeah,
on the LinkedIn, and then what I found funny, this harkens back to our stories from the August show when I was doing the holding up thing.
Right.
I got some invites from some of those gals to join their LinkedIn page.
Really?
Yeah, from that, because as soon as I accepted Don's LinkedIn, I got invites from a couple of those.
Did you accept them?
Yeah, I did. What's the big deal? Why do I care?
Did you find in your mailbox like 4 days later, like AARP stuff?
So funny. So funny.
Those were some old haggard ladies.
I'm telling you.
Those girls were ridden like fucking old mules back in the 1840s.
Well, put it in more modern vernacular, they were ridden hard and put away wet.
Well, there's nothing wet left on those ladies. Put away Sahara style.
I don't know what Don's up to. He called me about a month ago and said, I've got something going on. I'm going to need your help with it. I'll get back with you.
Yeah.
Then I never heard anything again.
I haven't heard nothing. I reached out to him and just said, hey, I heard you might need some stuff. What do you need? Let me know and give me a little bit of lead time because I'm busy.
Right.
I mean, that was ultimately what I was telling him is, you know what? It's not like it was a year or two ago where need something today, I build it today.
Right.
It's more of, man, I got to put it on a calendar.
Yeah, you're on a list now, pal.
Well, it's not because of that. It's just because, I got so many damn jobs. I got 13 jobs that I haven't done.
Sure.
I gotta prioritize and kill.
Right.
And so if he needs something, I know he's gotten used to
immediate.
Yeah, make the phone call and then look at the web after dinner and it's done. And it's like I just don't have that kind of time right now.
Sure.
So I have to make sure that he knows that.
I thought you were breaking one of your kids and doing a lot of this stuff too.
He is. Dude, I'm beyond busy. I'm the busiest I've ever been with my business, which is phenomenal.
Sure.
It's amazing that through a time period where I was just a fucking disaster with work because of the whole divorce and being all fucked up, that I was able to maintain the business.
Well, when your customers start calling your house and saying, hey, get on my website there, fucky, you better jump.
Well, believe me, I do jump. I mean, I love doing this show, and I love doing a lot of the shit that I'm doing, but I love not having to go to somebody else's fucking cubicle.
Sure.
You know, I love that more than anything.
Right.
That is the single most important thing in my life right now, is to not have to go. When going to work means fucking rolling out of bed and not having to take a shower till 2 p.m. and just fucking sitting down and doing my job.
Sure.
In sweats and a t-shirt.
Right.
That is the Bombay, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, good for you.
I love it. I'll never go back if I don't have to.
Right. Well, before that, I played a new Buck Cherry tune.
Yeah, it got like No Love from the Chat Room. I like that song.
Yeah, it was all right. I'd never heard it. I just played it for the first time, but that was for Nathan in Kentucky. He said, "Hail and kill. Hey, guys, I'm driving overnight to Florida for a little vacation. Got the CMS cranking up through my phone.
Nice.
Any chance you can play the new Buck Cherry tune, Gluttony? And yes, I'm sending this message while driving, so fuck you, Oprah." Fuck you, pal. Hand job, Nathan from Kentucky.
What in the fuck is going on with MOL tonight? Falling off waterfalls, Chris and Angel basically fucking in the room, not trusting people with brown eyes. It's just like whatever. What?
I don't know.
What is going on? What did I do in the chat room?
I don't know.
I took my chat with Angel into a private session.
Sure.
I'm not bringing it into the chat room.
Right. Okay.
I love this new Chris on the radio. This is fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, you sent over a new anime girl, or the late.
Sorry. What did you say?
You sent over the last anime girl.
Who?
You.
What's her name?
Yeah.
That's better. Please. Wait till you hear him right at the start. He just fucking rails her for that fucking.
All right. Well, that should be good.
Like evil Batman. New Chris sucks.
Wow. Now you're not getting any love in the chat room.
Give a fuck. Evil Batman's always hated me on the show. He was glad when I was gone and he could play fucking 3 hours of fucking Mr. Disto or whatever fucking weird song he wanted to hear. You know, I get it. There's going to be some that don't like me because I bring the talk instead of the music.
Right.
I took away the rock, man. It's all good.
Wow, look at that. Okay, I'm not fucking with Batman. If it says you suck, then maybe you need to look at your life.
Wow.
Jeez.
That's a good point there.
Yikes. Well, Kim in Chicago, nuggets of wisdom. Look at evil Batman. Those were the good times.
I know, I'm sure.
Damn good times.
I'm sure that there are I know for a fact that there are people that fucking hate that I came back.
Look. It's dirt talk. Yeah, man.
I don't worry about it. There's always gonna be people that like the music piece, and there's always gonna be people that like the talk.
Well, I would say that judging from the number of people in the chat room on a weekly basis and the number of Spreaker plays and iTunes plays, people are not hating it.
No, probably not. Well, look, I just got all the affirmation that I need. I like you, Chris. Signed, Angel of Death. All the more I need. Give a fuck about what anybody else has to say tonight.
Right.
Now prove it with some more pictures.
That is wow. I'm stunned.
Speechless, man.
I am. It just I've had a share in my life, but man, that is just top notch.
That is a fucking.
That's top shelf.
That's a $50 steak.
50.
Well, I mean, what's an expensive steak?
Well, let me back up here a little bit.
It's not a hamburger.
No. I'm just saying that any good restaurant.
Yeah.
Now, are you only talking half the bill?
Yeah, I'm talking one steak.
Oh, one steak, just half the bill. Yeah, that's about right. If you go to like a good place like a Ruth Chris or something, yeah, that's about right.
I know. I tend to eat at this. I tend to when I'm going out with somebody I dig a lot. I tend to go to this Brown Derby that's near me.
They still have Brown Derby?
There's like one. There's like three total still in the country.
Then they all turn like into roadhouses?
They did, but now they're turning back to Brown Derby.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I go there because I grew up in that, like, I know Paris Gervais and, you know, the people, the owners.
Sure.
My dad worked there and I worked there. It was my second job, was working at Brown Derby. And so I go there, and two people with a couple of drinks, it's about $120.
Oh yeah, that's about right.
And that's a good meal. I mean, that's a solid meal.
Sure.
Big ass steak and a fucking baked potato that you could hollow out and, you know, sail to Cuba with. You know, it's fucking a big ass fucking baked potato.
While everybody's riding inner tubes over here, you're hollowing out your baked potato and
squeezing out the fucking juice out of that potato to make me some vodka for the road.
That just brings visions of the Primus album, "Sailing the Seas of Cheese."
Now where's our CMS fans with their Photoshop to get some pictures of me fucking sailing in a fucking baked potato
with a little sail, riding in a baked potato carcass,
eating a piece of steak.
Oh my God!
Oh, this show.
Cuba just ahead.
Oh, man.
Sailing the Seas of Cheese.
Yeah, I love that album.
Oh, my God. That's hysterical.
It's funny.
But getting back what you were saying, yeah, that, you know, and getting back to what I read there in the chat room, Metal Demon says, are they saying your pussy is steak? No, that pussy deserves top-notch steak dinner. Yeah. Not Wendy's.
I'm saying steak is the best kind of meat.
Yeah, not Wendy's.
No, definitely not Wendy's. That is not a fucking chili cheeseburger from Wendy's or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That is fucking a choice cut.
For the sake of the chat room, I promise to never send Chris any more pics. Wow.
Oh, well, then I'm quitting the show.
Well, you can send them to me, Angel. I'll take care of them. I'll put them in a special place.
Yeah, my inbox. Anyway, so what are we talking about here?
Even though it says Metal Demon, Demon is offended that I said Metal Demon.
Oh,
she's just demon, damn it.
That's right.
Damn it.
That's right.
All right. Well, let's play some. Let's see what these hokey folks are up to today.
Right.
At www.spreaker.com, create your own radio show and find thousands of exclusive radio channels.
Oh, Heavy Metal Dad is getting down with the heavy metal.
Yeah, he is.
What is that, Chris? Can you identify that?
Let me hear it.
Can you identify it at all?
Not really. It's definitely some modern band that's like out of the Chimera cut or something, but
Sure.
I know it's not Chimera.
Right.
MOL might be able to.
Okay.
Wake up, anime girl! Wake up! It's Heavy Metal Dad. That was weak. Oh, God, it was so weak. That wasn't even a word. It wasn't barely a grunt. Wake up! It's the Heavy Metal Dad and Anime Girl show, and we're driving to school once again.
I wonder what kind of a car they have, because it is so clear that it's like some little 5-speed.
Right.
Wee.
Right.
Sounds like a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
It's probably like some kind of like a little Nissan pickup truck or something.
Probably just some hunk of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you excited about that? You should be excited and awake. You're going to learn stuff and get knowledge pushed into your skull. It's going to be good.
I'd rather be having a job than a school.
You'd rather have a job than a school?
Yes.
Well, you know, the more school that you do, the better job you can get. Yeah, that's just how it works.
But I'd rather just sit there working than having to learn something I don't care about.
Trust me, when you start working, you're going to be like, Why was I so upset about school? Working blows.
What if I pick something I don't care about?
You got to be so proud as a dad. I mean, again, you have the experience of raising children to adult ages.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What would you think if your daughter was like a listless bum like this girl?
I wouldn't let it stand.
Yeah, your daughter isn't like that at all.
No, I wouldn't let it stand.
She'd sit there going,
no, it would not. It would not stand at all for me. If I've taught it, I'm a horrible dad in a lot of respects, as far as when they were little. But man, oh man, I definitely taught them all three work ethic, and to actually give a fuck, about what they do, and and in varying degrees with their own individual lives, already. They're already doing stuff. My daughter does a lot of art that's pretty fucking good. And, my one son works a job and he's a hard worker at it. He never misses a day and he gets all these bonuses and shit because he fucking works hard. And then my other son is grooming himself to take over my business. And
sure.
He's working hard to do it. So, I'm not saying that they're perfect or, the best or that I did a great job or whatever, but I certainly taught them all how to work hard.
Yeah,
so,
and you wouldn't accept them to sit there and go,
I want to learn because it's stupid to me.
Yeah.
No. Tough shit. Do it.
Care about not doing
What? None of that made any sense. That whole sentence was... Are you awake? Did you get any sleep last night?
I mean, I was thinking before I went to sleep like I usually do, but...
Ridiculous. Wake up.
Like, if it's an easy job, why does it matter?
Well, easy jobs don't pay very much.
Well, what's my first job gonna be? Something hard? No.
I don't know. Will it?
I want to work at movies.
You want to go work at the movie theater?
Yes.
Scraping up barf from kids and people that leave their dirty diapers in the theater.
Sure they don't.
How many people are throwing up at the theater?
I don't know.
Have you seen anybody throw up at a theater?
No.
I haven't either. You're scraping up barf.
I don't know. What kind of theaters is he going to?
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, I've been to plenty of theaters. I don't think I've ever seen anybody throw up at one.
Maybe it's one of those theaters with a fucking glory hole.
Exactly. And who's changing their baby at the theater and leaving dirty diapers in the seat?
Ew, really?
That's what he's saying.
I know. Yuck.
It's like, where is that happening?
Yeah, what fucking ghetto fucking theater is he going to?
That happens. People that bring their meals in, half eat them, and throw the half-eaten burger on the ground, and then it's all nasty.
When have you been able to take food into a theater?
Other than candy.
Yeah, and even that, you have to keep it in your pocket if you're even going to get it in there.
Yeah.
But they don't bring in like trays of food. They're half-eaten food and leave it on the floor.
Oh, and they don't usually serve hamburgers, do they?
Well, he's saying that people are bringing it in.
I guess you bring it into the theater from the concession stand, maybe. But
I don't know.
I don't even know. The theater I go to anyway doesn't have
They
hamburgers.
got candy and popcorn and drinks.
Yeah, and that's it.
Okay.
Maybe some nachos.
Right.
Animal crap.
Yeah, cleaning the cat box and cleaning up a whole movie theater are two different things.
But it's still a gross mess.
Well, if you want to have a job, how come you haven't went and got what you need?
Because I'm in school and I don't trust myself.
Every time I turn around and listen to this anime girl, she doesn't trust herself to get a license and drive. She doesn't trust herself to have a job. She doesn't trust herself to, do anything.
Dude, she barely trusts herself to say her name.
Right.
She can't even get that right.
It's like, what is wrong with this kid?
Scott, I think you're reading it wrong. I don't see any self-esteem issues that'll hurt her in real life. None.
Well, I don't know this anime dad, the heavy metal dad. I don't know this heavy metal dad.
Yeah.
But he seems, again, he's kind of dorky, but regardless, he always seems like he's trying to be upbeat and positive and trying to pass some kind of positive message on to her.
Right.
So if he's like this in real life, aside from the podcast, wonder where she's picking that up from.
From her ghetto mom,
apparently. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Or the dude, or the chicks that this dude's now dating since he fucking got away from that fucking bitch.
Right. So he's like, yeah, man, you got to learn. You got to go to school. You got to make a good living. You got to do this. You got to, wake up. And she's like, Yeah. So if he's really like that in real life, I wonder where she gains those attributes from.
I don't know. Well, I do know, but, yeah. The mother has to be a disaster. Notice there's no guest appearances of mom.
No.
Where to be heard on this shit.
Not at all.
Why do I think that I can relate to anime or heavy metal dad, and that he's probably only allowed to listen to his heavy metal in the car?
Sure.
Why do I think I can clearly relate to this?
What does that mean?
I don't trust myself to have a good enough grade and maintain that good grade to keep my job.
Oh. Yeah, you have issues struggling there with how much you hate school.
Hail and kill caller, you're on the air. Nope, not there. They're gone. They're gone.
That's why I'm just going to get a job when I'm out of school.
When you're out of school, you can do whatever you want.
So I can just lay on your couch all I want.
No, I don't mean that. I mean for a job.
Wow.
Good to see she's got aspirations.
Yeah, she's motivated.
She sees her future.
Yeah, I mean, I can just lay on your couch. Yeah, so when I, finally graduate school, I'm just going to be a layabout, hang out at the house.
She's just a lazy fucking pig.
She is. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Hey, hail and kill. Guilt Dog said something really interesting. He said there's a video out there of Metal Dad solo in the car without Anime Girl, and he misses her, and he's crying and shit. So, I don't know. This is a really weird relationship between the two.
Well, they need to throw that link up in the chat room so we could see it.
They can't.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Here.
But anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to make sure you guys got that, because that's got to be a real, doozy.
Yeah, I just put my email address in there if somebody wants to send me the link.
Yeah,
So
it's really strange. This guy is obviously weak-willed and callow. I mean, but then, it's not. I'm saying again. Fuck. But it comes off as trolling. But I think he's just really weak-willed. He reminds me of Louis C.K. in a way.
His character on the show, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's completely a pushover.
He's emasculated.
Yeah. I think he's still married to the wife, but this is emasculation.
Wow.
At its worst. He's in hell. He's surrounded by annoying, whining women that, his wife is probably a real piece of work, and his daughter, well, we see what Jabba the Hutt does to him. So, shit.
Wow. I gotta see this. I gotta see this weeping heavy metal dad.
I do need to see that.
Same here, brother. All right.
In the chat room.
Fuck you, pal. Hands up.
All right, there he goes.
In the chat room, Evil Batman, MOL sounds gay. Let's see here. Jackal 1, dude, get off the pipe.
Wow.
It's Dirt Talk. He sounds like a 10th grader. Jackal 1, hang up.
Oh, wow. Such ugliness going on in there tonight.
They hate MOL on the phone.
Wow.
Too funny.
No, you can't might just lay on my couch.
Be lazy and
No. Or sit at my computer. You probably wouldn't be laying on my couch. You'd probably be sitting at my computer. Computering your life away instead of going down and getting a job or getting some training. You need to get some training. I went out and got some training. Now
I gotta wonder, what is this guy thinking when he's recording this and then he decides to put it up on the Spreaker and go, you know what, that was a good episode.
That was good. You know, the only thing I can think of is that he probably doesn't give a shit. But B, you know, he's just trying to do something to make his daughter, his fucking useless daughter, feel good.
Yeah, or he just wants to somehow relate to her somehow.
Yeah, there's no chance that he listens to this and goes, God damn it, I'm about to become a radio star.
Right.
No, he knows this stinks. Has to know that this stinks.
And he's just trying to figure out a way to interact with his daughter.
Yeah, but this ain't the way, brother. There's the link.
I make money doing computer stuff, which isn't very metal.
You could do any job you really want if you actually want to do it. You can learn anything and do it.
Yes, I can.
I guess you really wanted to be an IT guy. I mean,
I did because I like computers and because it came naturally to me. So that's why.
Maybe because
I'm
you
good
were
at what I
young
do.
when you thought about it.
What?
Maybe because you were young at first and you're like, oh, technology's not hard because I'm young.
I don't know. I was in my 20s
Yes.
when I started.
Technology kind of comes naturally to all young people because they kind of grew up with it. Old people, not so much. They're just like, how does computer work? Oh,
So what is she saying? He's not very good at what he does?
That's what it sounds
I
like.
mean, is she berating him, basically saying you're not real good at what you do?
Well, she would know.
Huh.
As an expert of nothing.
Yeah.
computer. What is this technology? How does it work?
Maybe I was in my 30s. Might have been, yeah, I was in my 20s.
Dude, sounds like he's on a plane.
You're gonna go to school to learn how to do your voice acting stuff, right?
Yes.
You're gonna go to acting school.
Well, Mom said she wanted me to specifically have voice acting classes
Yeah.
so I can try it out and see if I like
Yeah,
it.
stop for a minute. Is there a worse idea on the planet for this girl than voice acting?
Yeah, she does not enunciate. She doesn't have a great vocabulary. She has not a good speaking voice.
She's not going to be a voice actor.
No, she's not going to be a voiceover person.
I mean, come on. Voice acting?
But Mom thinks it's a good idea.
She could be the one half of the happy couple eating the new fucking flavor of chili at Wendy's. That's the acting she could do.
Right.
You know, that she's not going to be a voice actor. Doing what? The voice of a bored, tired, useless kid?
Right.
That's what she could do. That's her voice acting. I wonder if that's why they do this thing. So that they can say that she has experience in radio.
I don't know.
She did 2 years on the Heavy Metal Dad and Anime Girl show. Now here she is.
Yeah.
Useless. Oof.
And if I end up not really being comfortable with it, then I can move on to something else that I think I would like. Because I have so many opinions. There's so many other options for me out there.
Well, I mean, you've had a dream of being a voice actor for a long time.
But I don't know, like, you know, a lot of kids do that. They think of something their whole life, and they finally do it, and they're like, eh.
Well, I mean, if it's a struggle, it doesn't mean you just give up and go, oh, well, that was hard, so I'm not going to do it. If you really want something, you'll work on everything you need to do to get that something. So if it's voice acting is something that you want to do, then you should work hard at trying to do it. You know, don't just go, oh, well, that class was hard, I'm not going to give up now.
Well, this guy preaches a lot of good work ethic principles and stuff.
Sure.
How did he end up with a daughter like this? That's what I don't understand. If he actually is the person that he portrays himself to be on these podcasts,
right?
How did his daughter end up like that?
I don't know.
That's a mystery.
It is. It's fucking. You know what though, man? Some people are just not. They just don't take to an example. I mean, there are definitely kids out there that are useless, and they're just gonna be useless.
Right.
I certainly won't say names on this, but I have my kids, when they were growing up, they had a kid that I knew both their parents. They were both successful people. One was not super successful, but one was like a high school principal, and the other one was like a nurse. So, good jobs. Decent jobs, good upbringing. This kid was the biggest washout stoner ever. And I mean, I ran into him one day in the gas station, and he just reeked of pot and was completely stoned out of his fucking mind. And this was at like 2:30, like 10 minutes after school let out.
Right.
And I was like, dude, you are a mess. He's like, oh, how you doing, Mr. A? Everything. He's all fucked up.
Right.
And I was like, how does it, and I know the parents, so I was like, how does this fucking happen? Sometimes the kids, obviously there's some breakdown in the parental thing for it to get that bad.
Right.
Whether it's they give up because they can't handle it or whatever. But I don't think that's the case with this one. This guy clearly is trying to at least give her good advice. She's just fucking a useless twat that won't take it.
Useless twat.
She is.
You gotta say, oh, well, that was difficult, but I made it through. Yay me, Like those seminars that they hold out in L.A. At the anime recording place. Go try to do one of those. They're like $300. Go try to do one of those for a weekend. They do a lot of stuff in those classes, and I think if you take a couple of those and you're like, yeah, I don't think I want to do this. Or you can just get more excited because everything that, every year when we go to Anime Expo and we go to all the voice actor panels, I don't see you going, oh, that sucks. You get all excited, like, oh man, I really want to be doing that. That's so fun.
So they go to the anime, what do you want to call them? Trade shows or
whatever? Yeah,
seminars or whatever.
Right.
So he or his wife or whomever has been spending the time and money and effort to take her to these things.
Yeah.
And she still has no ambition.
None. She's lazy. And I hate to say it, but I will say it. The current generation, lazy.
Yeah.
Some of the things, that I see from this generation stun me, man. None of them, and it's such weird things. None of them want to drive. Remember how bad when you were a kid, all you wanted to do was drive? Couldn't wait to do it. It was going to change your life.
Couldn't wait to get your license.
Yeah, couldn't wait. I had my license when I was 15. I got that work permit bullshit.
Right.
Where you could get your license early.
Sure.
I couldn't wait to be out there, man. The minute I got that job and, I was working before school. I was working at 3:30 in the morning before school for 3 hours. And then I would drive from Oakwood to Streetsboro and go to school. I was 15 years old.
Right.
Just to make some money. I was loading some trucks in the morning, and then I would go to school and then, do my shit. And I couldn't have been happier. I had a car by the time I was 16. I had chicks, and I lived. Couldn't wait till Friday came to go out and go somewhere.
Right.
And not have to be under mom's tit.
Not only that, you had some money in your pocket and you had a car to drive.
Exactly, dude. And that was like, I was like the cool kid.
Sure.
Because I had that.
Right.
And I earned it myself. I bought my own car. You know, my parents didn't buy it. I bought it.
I was the same way, dude. I got when I was 16, I got my first car. Mm-hmm. It was, and this is kind of funny. I still have it.
Yeah.
You
have your first car?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's in storage.
No shit.
It's a 74 Nova Super Sport.
My first car was a 76 lime green Cadillac.
I have a 74 Nova Super Sport in storage. That was my first car.
Yeah, dude, I don't doubt it. But I just remember that whole time. You could when you were 15 years old, you could not. All you could think about was that driver's license.
Sure, and my first real job, even though I was working from like 10 years old, I was working for like farmers. And things like that, baling hay, picking corn, shoveling barns, things like that. But my first real job at 16, I was a busboy at Bob Evans.
Okay. And my first job, I worked at St. Joan of Arc Church, cutting grass and putting pews in for fucking service and whatnot, and then moving the shit out for bingo and doing that. I did that from the time I was 13 years old, worked 20 hours a week after school. Had money from the time I was 13 years old. It was great. And then when I was 15, I worked loading trucks for my dad and then going and delivering, frozen meat. And you've seen this in the high schools and shit where they take orders and then they come, they load the truck and then the people come and deliver the food.
Yeah, it's kind of like market day.
Yeah, and I used to do that, at my dad's company at Brown Derby. Mm-hmm. So, and that was when I was 15 years old, and by 17, I was in the military. So I've literally worked, and I've had a job since I was 13, and I'm 44.
Yeah.
So 31 years I've had a job. But man, oh man, when I was in high school, all I wanted to do was get that car and be out and not be, and I know a lot of these kids, I know the answer that everybody says, well, it's the video games. It's the video games. And the kids are more happy with the video games. And I don't agree with that. Because we had video games. I had fucking 5 or 6 game systems at the time. I had Atari and Pong and Odyssey 2 and ColecoVision. I had all of those systems, the same as these kids now have like a PlayStation and an Xbox and a Wii. So, I just think that it's a different mindset. It's a lot built on the fact that we don't discipline the kids. Mm-mm. And when you don't discipline them, there's no desire to fucking push their ass out.
Nope.
If you can just fucking sit around and nobody's really going to do shit, then why would you?
Yeah, right. Where's the incentive?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you remember when you would try and just not do something? Remember there'd be times you'd be in your house, and I mean, I don't know, I didn't know you as a kid, but I'm going to make an assumption. You remember you'd be in your house and your mom or your dad would say, hey, clear the table. And you would be like, I don't want to do that. You wouldn't say you weren't going to do it. You'd say, I don't want to do it. And you would either take a smack or you would take, all right, fucky, now you're going to be doing this for the next 6 months. Seriously.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't want to hear any lip about it. Get with it.
Yeah. I mean, there was no talking. I remember one time I was 8 or 9 years old. I forget how old, somewhere young. And for whatever reason, I decided I was old enough that I could swear. Mm-hmm. And I was riding my bike around and I was talking to people and I was like, and my word was damn. And I was riding my bike around saying, I don't give a damn. And that was my only word. I was saying, I don't give a damn what you say.
My first word was son of a bitch.
Right. But man, I remember one of the parents in the neighborhood heard me say that and called my mom. And my mom came out in the street, dragged me off my bike, yanked me into the house, and had me sit there until my dad got home. And my dad, man, he laid a whomping on me like I can't believe, man. I mean, fucking literally put his handprint in a bruise on my back.
Sure.
Don't you ever be so disrespectful like that again. Right. Ever.
Right.
Whop!
Right.
Holy shit. But that was the difference. And you know what? I probably didn't swear again until I was 15 years old. And that was like 6 years off of one smack.
Yep.
And that's the difference. Now these kids, they don't give a fuck, and the teachers don't give a fuck. You don't want to do your work? Don't do it.
Right.
It's different now. And because it's different, it's why these kids are so lazy.
Yep.
Dude, believe me, I knock wood every day when I see my son getting ready for work without me having to tell him to, or my other son just getting up and starting working on a project, or my daughter going to work at 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever.
Sure.
I'm like, thank God, man. Fucking, I got old school kids.
Right.
Because I see their friends not wanting to do it.
Right.
My daughter's friend, one of her best friends, he has been in college now for 7 years.
7 years?
Know why?
Why is that?
It's just enough courses so that he can A, stay on his mom's insurance, and B, his mom won't force him to do anything.
Sure.
So
A lot of moms are bad about that.
No, it's like you got to give a deadline. You got to say, and believe me, my boys live with me, and they're turning 20 next month, and it's starting to get to that age.
It's like
where it's like,
you're gonna have to start thinking about getting your own
year.
Yeah,
right.
You're gonna start thinking about getting your own place now.
Right. It's gonna be. It's like, all right, by 21, we got to be looking at you living your life.
Mm-hmm.
And Lord knows, I mean, if they can't afford it or whatever, then obviously I'm not gonna throw them out as long as they're productive in the house and whatnot. But there's definitely that. All right, we got to start pushing forward. This is not the permanent solution.
Yeah, this isn't where the train ends.
This is the stopover toward life.
Right.
Your life starting is coming quickly.
Right.
Train is rolling. Anime girl she's not even on that train. She's laying on the track waiting to die.
Waiting to perish.
She is.
Yeah.
Tell me she's not.
No, I agree with you there.
Useless.
Do you have fun when you do your voice acting at your friend's house?
I don't know, I guess. Not really.
I don't know.
I
guess. I'm not enthused about it. I could give a shit.
No. I mean, the only thing I can say in her defense on this is she is 15 or 16 or whatever.
Well, I
she
think
doesn't
she's
know
7. She's almost 17, remember? We established that she was like 6 months away from being 17.
Most kids don't know what they're going to do at 17 either.
Right.
Forward to it because the show itself is already stupid.
Yeah.
So you can't really make something stupid. I mean, I guess you can make something stupid good, but it's hard.
God, did you see that, Neeley?
What's that?
Read Angel of Death's post in the fucking chat room.
If there ever was a woman who was nothing but a pussy with a bag of meat, keeping it alive, it's this cum dumpster. Wow.
Wow.
Now I'm really in love.
Me too.
Told you, her sense of humor is top notch.
That's fucking hilarious.
It is.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
No, I don't care that they're doing it or not. It's just whatever. At least I'm contributing.
Yeah.
What is she contributing to?
I don't know.
She says, well, at least I'm contributing.
To what?
Nothing.
Maybe she's in an anime club or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I need to wake up too. Our podcast here that we do every now and then is going to be on iTunes soon, so that people can just go and search for us on iTunes and get every podcast delivered directly to their phone or their computer or whatever. So if you're out there listening to this podcast and you want an easier way to get it, then we're going to be on iTunes. You can just search it.
Yay. It's Dirt Talk says she could work as a co-host for Curtis Don Vito.
The fans are on it tonight.
I know, I love it.
I put in all the info today, so it should be up and on iTunes pretty soon. Also, check out our latest clog on our YouTube page, Heavy Metal Dad Anime Girl.
What is a clog?
I don't know what a clog is.
I mean, I know what a blog is, but I noticed that on this other thing that we're going to play here after this is done.
Yeah.
He writes it. It says, solo clog, daddy loves his daughter.
What is a clog?
A clog.
Must be some kind of a video.
A video blog, but
I thought those. Oh, VL, not CL.
No, it's CL. CLOG.
I think he's just dumb. A car blog.
It could be a car blog.
Oh,
could be a car blog.
Blog. I mean, I've heard of videos as a vlog.
Yeah, it's a vlog. It's a video log.
Yeah, but
maybe it's a car blog.
Car blog.
And you can see what we look like while we're doing this podcast. Because basically, it's all the clog is.
Wow. Daddy loves his daughter's cunt, angel of death.
Jeez.
Wow. Gee whiz.
Poor anime girl and heavy metal dad.
Wow.
They're getting a beating tonight.
It's like the podcast, but with video, you know? We started working last night on our latest anime music video. Our first. We haven't ever done one. Not our latest, but our first anime music video. So far, so good, but it's a slow process. So,
you know, he is just trying and trying and trying to be so involved with her.
Yeah.
And you can just tell she could give a shit.
I wonder if it's court ordered.
I don't know.
we're working on it. Doing the ra is our first one.
Yep.
So that should be fun. We're going to submit it to the contest, the AMV contest at Anime Expo this year.
I'd just be happy to see it there.
On the big screen?
Yes.
All loud? That'd be cool, man. I hope that one of our AMVs get in. I think that we should keep doing them. Even, like, don't just do one, you know. Do a few. That way we can submit all of them.
Well, yeah, there was one guy last year that had more than one in different categories last year. It was like, there's more than one of this guy.
Yep. So we need to submit multiple AMVs so we can try to get in different categories.
But I wonder if you can vote for yourself.
Yeah, they don't know who we are. They just give you a card.
Unless there's actually someone better than us, then I'd probably vote for someone else.
Well, we're not that good, and that guy really is a lot better. I'm voting for them.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm not even giving myself a vote because I don't feel confident enough to vote for myself.
Just useless.
Yeah. Nice. You wouldn't vote for yourself in the category that you're in?
I don't know. I mean,
wow.
If there's someone better, I don't care if we win or not.
What? I want to win too. My God. You're like, Dad, we suck. That guy was way better. It's like, hey, come on.
I don't care.
You gotta support your family, man.
I don't care if people think it's good or not. It's good enough to be on the screen.
Yeah, I'm glad that we're in the competition. If we get in the competition, I will definitely be excited to see it up on the screen. But I also want to win, man. Come on. Jesus. Why don't you want to win?
But without saying it, we would already know who is there if they did the whole voting thing again.
This girl, she's hopeless.
Useless.
She is hopeless.
She's just a useless bag of meat.
She just has nothing to offer.
She has nothing to offer the world.
Nothing.
She is just, and she is the proof that if you are negative, you drag everybody down with you. The fact that we've got crying video of this guy just proves that she sucks the life out of him so bad that he's weepy.
Yeah, but it's so funny because he just tries to stay up and positive and just, have something to say. And she's just like, I don't care. I don't care.
What do you think the odds are that they're divorced and she lives with the mom, but his time that he gets to spend with her is like driving her to school?
Like he has to pick her up from her house.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to pick her up on his way to work.
So he tries to amplify any little bit of time he's getting by doing something with her, doing something cool with her or something.
Right.
Doesn't it just feel like that?
Yeah,
like
he's trying too hard almost.
Yeah, like because let's face it, most times you're riding with somebody in the car with your kid in the car, taking them to school or something. It's quiet. You listen to radio. You listen to news or whatever in the morning on the radio. You're not, oh, let's talk about life and blah, 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 blah. There's something we don't know.
Yeah, there's definitely something hidden there.
Yeah, there's something bad going on in this family. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely something bad.
We just get a sign that says "Vote for Us" everywhere. We'll stand there and we'll say with a big sign that says "Heavy Metal Dad, Anime Girl, vote for us, vote for our video," and then we'll get people voting for us even if they don't like it, just because they saw us. Like, hey, I know them. We'll vote for them. That's how it works with politics. You just put your stupid sign all over the place, and people go, "Who? I don't know. I saw that guy's sign. I'll vote for that guy. I guess I know his name because I saw it."
Is that like undecided voters or something?
Undecided voters? Maybe in anime video competitions. Maybe there is some undecided voters. Like, I don't know who to vote for, and then they see us standing there with our sign, and they're like, "I'll vote for them." They look at them. They're cool looking. Big tall guy, big little short girl. That's funny.
Look at evil Batman.
I just saw that. I was like, holy shit.
Wow.
Maybe this girl needs a good waking up with a good fucking rape.
Wow.
Jeez.
Man, evil Batman. He's got the bat fangs out.
They look hilarious.
God.
I'm gonna vote for them because they look so funny.
I don't know who to cosplay this year. Like, there's so many that I could do because there's so many blonde characters, which is weird.
Are you gonna dye your hair all the way blonde and get rid of the blue?
No, I'm just gonna let it leave my hair.
We can get it out. All you gotta do is use the coloring. I can make your hair blonde this weekend. Oh, actually, this weekend.
Look at Heavy Metal Dad dyeing his daughter's hair.
Yeah, what a queer.
Would you do that for your daughter?
No.
I didn't think so.
No. Dyeing hair, you want the truth? I would never let her dye her hair blue.
Right, but regardless, he's offering to dye her hair for her.
I went through that with my daughter. She was constantly dyeing her hair, but I would not let it be blue or green or
purple or red.
No, best I'll give you strawberry blonde. That's best. Any other time, it's going to be natural colors. You're not going to look like a fucking circus freak. Fuck that.
But, like, there's so many characters that have blonde hair.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, but a lot of them have, like, costumes or, like, outfits that I don't know how much they cost, and I probably wouldn't be able to buy them.
I'm going to cosplay this year as a sumo wrestler.
Oh, God.
With just that underwear thing on. No shoes, no shirt.
You're not fat enough.
Yay! Thank you for saying that I'm not fat. Thank you.
No, sumo wrestlers are, like, super fat.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you were nice
Is that
and
the
said
only
that
reason you
I'm
wanted
not
to say-
super fat. Thank you. No, I would be a sumo wrestler even with only
You're
this
like
amount
beer
of
fat. You're not, like, obese fat.
He's like what fat?
Beer.
Beer fat.
Yeah, beer fat.
Okay.
Nice.
Fat.
Yes, you're beer fat.
Well,
You're like,
I don't
I
have
look
beer
like a
fat. It's actually pizza fat.
But you have a beer belly.
I have a pizza belly. I don't drink beer.
You did, and that's what happened.
No, when I drank beer, I was skinny.
Yeah, but that's what this is called. It's called a beer belly.
I know, but this is not from the beer, okay? This is from the pizza.
But that's what it's called, Dad.
I know what it's called, but it's...
Gosh, Dad, you're so stupid.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Pizza belly. I'm changing the term. I'm sick of
People
saying
that have...
I don't have a beer belly. I don't drink beer. I have a pizza belly.
People that don't really have fat arms or legs or anything, but have a big stomach and chest, that's a beer belly, okay?
Well, not for me. Pizza belly. Mark this day in society when I have coined the term beer belly is no more. It is now pizza belly.
Now he's being weird.
Yeah, exactly. What is hers? Snickers belly?
Yeah.
McDonald's belly?
Guilt dog. She sounds like a hole on one of those morning shows.
Yes.
But sumo wrestlers are round. Like, everything about them is fat.
Yeah.
Everything.
Not all of them. I think there's some that are smaller like me.
No.
But yeah, sumo wrestlers are pretty big. But
But
you
they
wouldn't
have-
mind if I just had the underwear thing on?
No.
Walking around anime?
Stop.
Oh, you would mind?
Yes.
You wouldn't want just that, like, basically a G-string up my butt and some, like some...
What the hell is he talking about?
He's asking his daughter if he should wear a G-string in public.
I know. He talks to her like she's 6. She's fucking 17. This is why she hates you.
That's a good point.
Angel of death.
Hyper-looking thing covering me with a cummerbund.
Hmm.
That'd be pretty cool, man. People would want to take my picture.
Like,
I wonder if any of the people that listen to our show go to Anime Expo.
but there is one character I could cosplay if I... But I'd probably have to get a wig even though they're blonde because they have short hair because it's a boy. But they kind of... They're so cute, it wouldn't matter who's cosplaying it. And so... But I'd have to get the school uniform that he wears. And possibly the bunny he carries around. But the only thing that I don't have of his is his eyes. He has brown eyes.
Who is this?
But that doesn't matter. His name's Honey, or I think he has a full name. I don't.
Honey Boo Boo?
No, his name's Honey.
Honey Boo Boo Chow? You gonna cosplay as Honey Boo Boo Chow?
No, his name's Honey.
You know that would be freaking hilarious. Is if you went as Honey Boo Boo Chow and
not-
I went as the mom, the big fat gross mom.
Not what I'm talking about. His last name is Hanajima, I think, and so people call him Honey.
I know that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, wouldn't it be funny if you went
No.
as Honey Boo Boo?
No.
And I went as the Honey Boo Boo mom beast.
No.
Gee whiz. Look at evil Batman. Is this an inbred family?
He's a fucking nut job.
Yeah, he is a goof. He's a goof.
What a dork.
Trying to make his daughter laugh, and she's just not going along with it.
Because he's not really funny.
Well, I know he's not funny, but he's just trying to do anything he can, and she's just not responding to it in any way.
She wants nothing to do with this tool.
Nope.
And every time anyone tried to talk to us, we just talked in that Honey Boo Boo-ese.
But-
I come dig on back for Joe.
But the thing is, like, he's super short. He doesn't look like what grade he's in like me. He's blonde like me.
Yeah.
But he has brown eyes. That's the only thing. But he's super short. Carries around this adorable bunny. He has this uniform. I don't know if I'd be able to buy that because, costumes cost a lot of money.
Is it just a school uniform?
Well, it's a school uniform for the school. I can't just buy any school uniform.
Well, yeah, there's school uniform stores where you can go buy uniforms in certain colors and all that.
Yeah, but it's specific. It has like a little patch on it.
You can make the little patch. That's not that big a deal. You just get a generic school uniform.
A male
Make the patch.
school uniform, that is. I think it has a tie too. I'm not
We
sure.
have a what do you call it? A embroiderer machine at the house that you can make a patch.
It's funny because I'd possibly get mistaked by another character in Fruits Basket because there's a character who's the rabbit of the Zodiac,
Yeah.
and he's blonde and he has brown eyes and he looks like a young little guy
So
that
just be him.
they're basically the same type
So
of
be
thing.
that guy. Alright, well, it's the end of the show. Time to end it. And I hope you have a good day at school, even though you hate being here. And can you get all your German and your English turned in, please? Look, you need to get your English and your German grade up. You're going to get friggin' disciplined by the school. So work on it. Alright, have a good day. This is Heavy Metal Dad and...
Ever been...
Heavy Metal Dad?
Anime Girl show. See ya.
And then he ends the show with all that awful music.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
That was a good program.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I'm a big fan of
Well, let's see what Anime Dad or Heavy Metal Dad is whining about here in his solo clog. See what he's
the
got.
hell, Angel of Death? I don't see her being too enthusiastic about sucking dick. He definitely has to force that shit. Oh my god. Whoa.
Wow.
Jesus, she's on fire.
She is. Well, let's see what the solo clog is about.
All right.
Well, he's listening to some Black Sabbath.
Yep.
He's got an empty bottle and he's beating on the steering wheel with an empty, like, Coke bottle, plastic bottle.
How long is this?
It's just 5 minutes.
All right, that's fine. I mean, we could do it if it's 20. I don't care. I was just curious how long he's going to whine by himself.
It's 5 minutes.
All right, that's good.
You know, I'm realizing today's clog is a solo clog. Only me, right here, this guy, doing a clog. And I realized, you know, I've been driving to work now for the past couple weeks without a little anime girl here. And I miss my little baby girl hanging out in the car with me. I'm a big sap. And I realized that I've only got a few months, really, only a few more months where I got to drive her to school. And then she's done. She's done with high school and she's off into her own world. It bums me out.
What the hell?
I'm going to miss her.
Okay.
What, is she going to die?
He isn't going to drive her to high school anymore.
Yeah, okay. Is she moving away or something?
No, she's going to take up residence on his couch and he has to go to work every day by himself.
I was going to say, it's pretty obvious he's not going to be losing her anytime soon.
What the fuck? She's not even gone and I'm already crying. Teared up. You know, Zoe, if you're watching this, I love you a lot. I want the best for you out there in the world, and I really have enjoyed the past almost 18 years raising you, and I love you a lot, and I can't wait to see what you do as an adult. And I didn't want to do a clog where I'm crying like a baby, but I guess I can't help it. I got to make the most out of the next few months and, you know, enjoy the time that you have with your kids because they're gone before you know it. I can't even see, my glasses are all fogged up. What a pussy, god damn it.
Well, at least he gets it.
That's freaking funny.
Wow. He's got both hands off the steering wheel, and he's like wiping both of his eyes with his Green Bay Packer gloves.
Whatever. You know, I wanted to do a clog just to say how much I like clogging with Anime Girl and how I miss her, and I did not know that I was going to tear up. Although I can bet you anything that Anime Girl knew I was going to tear up. She always gives me shit about crying. I cry at the drop of a hat.
Apparently.
Wow.
Apparently so, huh?
Wow. I cry at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, well, he made that clear.
Wow. So now what woman respects a guy who's weepy all the time?
Yeah. You know what? It's fine if you're going to cry on occasion, but oof, you know, if your world's falling apart, but just because your life's going to change in a few months, not tomorrow, but you know, months from now. Look, from everything we know about Anime Girl, I'm not positive she's graduating. Are you?
No.
I'm just an emotional guy, I guess. But you know what? I think that she's going to be an amazing adult, and I can't wait to see what she does with her life. And no matter what, you know, whatever choices she makes, I'm going to support her and try to lift her up.
So what's convincing you she's going to be an amazing adult?
Well, I'm convinced of this. He is going to have a front row seat to watch her, since she'll be right there in the fucking living room.
Sure.
Eating bonbons and playing Xbox.
Right.
No matter what. And I've got from here to June until she's out of school. You know, I get to drive with her and have these clogs and have fun. And you know what? It's a lot of fun. You know, I try to be a good dad as much as I can and show her a lot of adventures out there in the world. Art. Expose her to art and let her be creative. Expose her to music. And everything out there in the world that isn't just about the hustle and the bustle, you know. Let's have some fun before this whole shit house goes up in flames, as Morrison would say.
Let's have some fun before this whole shit house goes up in flames. Wow.
Angel of Death, yeah, you're going to be lifting her all right. Gilp Dog, yep, with a forklift.
Right. Right.
I gotta stop crying before I get to work, or else it's gonna be weird. You know, I've been real lucky to have such an awesome kid, and I've been real lucky to have a wife to help raise her, you know, through her whole childhood. There's been some ups and downs, but pretty much I'm a blessed man today. And I'm really grateful. And starting to get a little warm with this sun. It was freezing when I left the house. Sorry for having a big old sappy clog. Hopefully somebody out there somewhere gets something out of it. You know what? If you're not spending time with your kids, call them up right now. Tell them you love them. Tell them you miss them. And do something this weekend. Go hang out and have fun. Don't get into any arguments, even if they say a bunch of stupid shit. Lord knows that Anime Girl says a bunch of stupid shit sometimes. That's what makes her so great. She's always saying the goofiest, weirdest crap, and it's hilarious. It makes her unique. It makes her you know?
Wow, he's really pouring on the tears.
Is he really?
Yes. That's it.
But, we didn't set up music.
That was the following one, but that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy smokes. You know what that reminds me of, and you may never have even seen it, but it's an old movie, but it's called Lolita. It's about a guy who's basically in love with I guess she's his stepdaughter.
Okay.
But she's like only 15 or 16, and he's like in his 40s.
Right.
And he basically runs away with her. And so it's just the Lolita. It's called Lolita.
Ugh.
That's what it reminds me of.
That's pretty poor.
It is poor.
I like that the guy fucking cares about his kid, but really?
Yeah, it gets a little excessive.
You're crying that much over something that's going to happen in 5 months? Really?
Hey, he's all choked up.
I guess. Boy, I would pay anything to go to that graduation.
Right.
With the camera. Just follow this guy around.
Right. We got to find out where she goes to high school and go.
Some tickets.
Hey, there's the heavy metal dad.
Just standing there with the fucking iPad.
Right.
She's like, Dad, what am I going to do now? I haven't even tried.
Right.
He's in the corner fucking in the fetal position.
Sure.
Just fucking crying.
Look at Angel of Death. This guy is such a sap. Pull yourself together, faggot. Wow.
Good God.
Oh, man.
And and the worst thing, though, I would get it if she was graduating tomorrow.
Right.
If she was graduating tomorrow, okay, you can have that whole emotion because your day is going your life's going to change tomorrow.
Right.
He's got 5 fucking months and no guarantees that she's going to pass any of her classes because she's a dope. I mean, Jesus, she might still be around for another 18 months.
Sure.
And there's been nothing in anything that we've heard that really makes you think she's moving the fuck on. She is going to, there's no question she's got 5 more years in the house.
Yeah, she's going to be an amazing adult.
Yeah. She's got 5 more years in the same exact address she's in now, minimum.
Right.
Yeah. No chance she's going to go. Whatever college is within driving distance of Heavy Metal Dad, that's where she's going at best.
Yeah. Community college.
Yeah. Whatever it is, Sacramento community. That's where she'll be.
Sure. All right, dude. Well, I think it's time for us to get on out of ya.
Wow, we did an extra hour, sort of?
Not really. I mean, we just went over the 6-hour mark because we started.
Evened it up?
Yeah, we evened it up. So we started late.
That's good.
So, anyway, let's get out of here. We had a lot of fun.
This was good.
I want to thank our good friend Lawyer Fred from stopping by and the real Jeff Tate for calling in.
Right.
And that was a good segment.
Yeah. Oh my God. That might have been the funniest one ever.
That was pretty damn good. But I'm kind of excited about what you told me about Tommy Schio wanting to come back on the show and even hosting the show again.
Dude, Tommy will rule.
So I thought maybe we would get out of here and play some Tesla and look forward to Tommy's return to the Classic Metal Show.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it.
That was a good one.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, I want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight and everybody in the chat room, and we'll be back next week. We'll do this thing all over again.
Yep.
So I'm gonna dedicate this next song to the Heavy Metal Dad, and I want to say "Too Late for Love." It's Tesla. So until next Saturday night, this is Neeley along with my very good friend. We'll see.
So, it's kind of cool. They told me I was like one of the top 3 guests they had, which I can't believe. And probably after today, or this show, and I don't know, I might kind of go down because I plan on fucking with Neeley a little bit just because of that name Neeley. But I found out what his first name is, and check it out, it's Wendell. So, good choice using your last name, Neeley. I think that was good. I kind of wish that, Neeley and Chris could be here, actually, to just kind of help me along here. But man, when I found out that you know, I just thought Neeley's name was so like Neeley. What the fuck is that, you know? And then I talked to Chris yesterday on the phone, and he said, well, his first name's Wendell, and then I got it. And boy, good job, Neeley. I mean, Wendell, man, come on. That's pretty heavy, dude. Don't hate me, though, okay? I know you love me.